That's me. Awesome. I saw the signal and he was like, "It's you, right? It's you. Stay a minute. It's you. It's not me. Yes, it is. It's me." Welcome back to the Boundless Shores, episode 14 on the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. Um, I am the butter slicing,
Like butter.
rolling Dyson
Oh my god.
Dungeon Master Wes. I also thought I had a weird shower thought, and I was like,
What? You know.
man, do you know what's the like? You know, people say Game Master now because Dungeon Master sounded cringy. I was like, what sounds worse than Dungeon Master? And I was like, what if someone calls himself the Dungeon Curator? That is the most head-ass stupid name. And
Give that man a monocle.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Of course,
Of course.
of fucking course.
Absolutely, dude.
We have some I don't know where my phone is, guys. I put it down somewhere and I don't know where I put it, and I kind of need it for notes.
All I can think now is like a D&D channel called like Dappers and Doilies or something like that. Guys wearing wearing a monocle. It's like, oh
Yo,
yes,
creative
I am your
director.
dungeon curator.
Dude, get on that.
Liam! I'm tired.
That is fucking great. Why are you tired?
Probably heat stroke. Good question.
Shit, you know what? Drink electrolytes.
The other kid was nearby,
Yeah.
caused sunstroke.
Alcohol. I like your style.
Yeah.
That's how I cured my heat stroke, so it's fine. Today, of course, we are joined by. Did he forget to do the thing? And there it is. Liam V. James. Dante. Welcome back, Dante. And Owen. Talking about. Today is this man's motherfucking birthday. So y'all go down to the comments and say happy birthday, Owen, and go subscribe to Fanran Tan as a birthday gift to him. From me, that would be fantastic. In other news, Nate unfortunately couldn't make it to the session today, so we'll figure it out. And with that, I believe that is all the notes that we have. So
Needle thread.
I'm almost there. I've almost got it. Who would like to do the recap? And if it has to be me, why not?
Dante, you got this? No.
Dante! Yeah, give us a
yes,
recap of what
totally.
happened last week.
So stuff happened. That's it.
It was like, I fell down a hole.
I fell down a hole. It's been quite cold. Lonely.
Was called up, but none of us listened. Anyway, I'll do the stuff.
Why not?
thing.
Liam, I would love to hear your sexy ass voice. What's going on, brother? What happened last week?
So last week we continued through the glacier trials after we had finished running from the flooded room. Tobin, in the water, talked to. Sorry, can't remember who it was, but talked to them, and then after that was shot out of the water, crashing into most of the party. Calderwood was sitting a little.
Are you using Nate's notes?
No.
Okay.
I'm going off of my head.
I know, I'm being a dick. Go on.
It's vaguely similar to Nate's notes.
Wow, it's almost like it's what happened last week.
He magically dried off. Nobody knows what happened, and everyone was accusing everyone of being the one to do it. Nobody did it. We found that Striker.
Everyone, the party. Cane sword!
We found that Striker was missing, ran off ahead. When we came to another room, full of broken ice paths, we saw some paw prints that led straight to a hole. As we made our way through the room, Beckett and Tobin almost fell into the holes, but were able to save themselves, and then all of us made it through, uh, almost safe. Then we came into a room that was filled with these glowing crystals when you touched them. There was some plans to do some really awesome parkour, but we ruined it with some birds. One was really high that Bubonic flew up and headbutted with, and then Yonatan turned into a bird and nosedived straight into one. After completing all the glowing crystals, a bridge fell, I remember. We went through there and fought 4 ice golems. There was some pretty good action around there. Uh, Orgolan obliterating a few. Tobin doing some really good work. Caldwin being able to show off the true form of a bloodlock. And after we fought those, we went into the final room where Terial was waiting for us. And we, as Terial was talking, told Orgolan that there was still things to come for him, and told Tobin that he was unworthy of the blade and he is a child of darkness. And that is where we left off.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Wah.
Ooh, I'm nervous. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, that's bad.
Find
Your
out next
DM doesn't know
time.
what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
rude.
Tobin, upon hearing Tyrion's words, you are unworthy of wielding the blade. You guys are once again in that final ice chamber with the walls of ice, as the still coldness still remains, even though the outside of the mountain is a dense, hot jungle.
Jungle out there. Do 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 do.
We'll fucking get there, buddy. It's fine. I'm gonna doodle doot your fucking face in a minute, you bastard. It's his birthday, so I have to be extra mean to him. That's what
the
happens.
rules.
Happy birthday, your character's dead. So, back in the circular ice chamber, the large icicle that has been shaved off into a table as a centerpiece in the center of the room. The large white dragon looms overhead, with near her wing is Tobin's frozen blade, sort of in the zone style in the ice, and any other details? Shit, sorry, my brain ain't working today, man. Yeah. So, Tobin, with hearing Tyrion's words,
Oh, is that it? It sounded like
that's
that
you.
was that
No,
the
that's you. I'm leading off into you now.
All right. What does that even mean? A child of darkness? I don't even know what that means. What?
Naive, cute. In time, many truth will be revealed to you. But as of now, Tobin You are unworthy of wielding the horn of Terial.
Why would Leon say that after completing the glacier trials I would be able to wield it again then?
This is why I don't keep chat open while I'm DMing. Jesus fucking Christ, Owen.
It was too good, sorry.
You know what? It's your birthday. You get to be mean to me, I guess.
I got a TikTok
Um,
like that not too long ago.
Oh yeah. Every new joke starts on TikTok now. It's where it's at.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting back on track before Owen rudely interrupted me. Goddamn. You and your texts. Brain, catch up to speed. Let's go.
He is unworthy of the Horn of Tyrael.
Yes, thank you. And then you're like, what did Gwen say? This. Sorry, I'm catching my brain back up to speed because that totally derailed me. My brain don't work, guys. Realize. What is that? What did you say again, James? I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so sorry.
I asked why Leon would tell me that I could get my sword back after completing the trials if that's not the case.
You are young. You are inexperienced. And I cannot send a child into battle.
Hold on, it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, James.
Where the fuck's my phone? Sorry. Young and cannot send a child into battle. Okay.
Can I intervene?
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
You can't, you don't ask, just do it. It makes it
Alright.
more dramatic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Who cares if he's a child? He's one of the strongest childs I see. He obliterated 2 of those golems outside your room. He is
And
more
then
than a child.
A voice from behind you responds as you turn as he speaks and see a man clad in pearly white armor,
Is it
great
ornate?
sword.
Is
What?
the armor ornate?
It is very, very ornate.
Okay.
Helmet under perched under his arm and hand on the blade stands Gwayne. After all this time,
Yeah.
he's back, boys. Let's go. He goes. He's right, you know. We were young then. So were you. Brave Gwayne, welcome. As he walks up and stands beside you guys. Gwayne kind of gives a polite bow and continues. Sometimes words appear, and sometimes you just need to shake the bottle around a little bit before it comes out, you know? It's like ketchup. God, I'm so unhinged. What's wrong with me?
Too much.
He continues. We were young then. The gods had no problem rolling the dice with us. So how should Tobin be any different? I was his age, and I've taken down crime bosses. Terial kind of, not responding, but panning um, her head towards you, Tobin, and she says, "Do you feel worthy?"
No, but that doesn't mean that I'm not. Being brave is standing up to danger, even when you know that you are afraid. And instead of running, you fight. And I will always fight. Maybe that doesn't make me worthy, but it damn well means I'm going to try my best.
Unresponding, she gestures towards the sword.
I'm going to take a deep breath and try one more time to pull the sword out of the stone.
With E. You know what? For the boys?
Like butter.
Like butter, the sword glides out of the iceberg as the iceberg melts into water and reforms back into the floor below. And Tobin, kind of looking down at your sword after drawing it. Terial says, "Kneel."
I knew.
You possess courage, but you are also naive. Go and learn. You do not have much time left to waste. There are plans in motion that cannot be undone. Go forth, Tobin the Brave, and make me proud. As she
Um,
gestures. Oh, sorry, go on.
Before anything else, I'll be like, yes, ma'am. I won't forget your great, your gracious. I don't know, your kindness today, and your putting your trust in the likes of me.
And I will not forget your honor. You should write to your father, as this blade means a lot to you. And kind of nods towards you and the rest of the nods towards you, Tobin, and the rest of the group, and kind of gestures with her wings as you kind of all turn around and look behind you, as the entrance that you walked in through from the fight with the ice golems now leads out into the dense light green leafy terrain of the new Mount Anghor. And as you turn around and turn back, both Terial and Gwaine, or both Terial has now vanished, and only remains Gwaine, just kind of standing for a moment, nodding his head, and kind of turning back to the rest of you. Well, it's very good to see you again.
Thank you, sir,
You as well.
for everything.
And I hope we meet again sometime soon. And
As do
promptly marches out of marches out into the on the foresty cliff, and kind of turns his head and nods towards a dozing striker who's just kind of um, leaning his head up against the mouth of the cave, waiting for you guys to return. As what you remember is um, after Tobin disappeared into the ice, you went to explore um, a little bit further, walked a few paces onto cracked ice, and have fallen through and woke up here. As far as you know, could have been a dream if not for the fact that you woke up in a different spot than you were, even though that's happened a few times. But you weren't drinking last night, so it was fine.
He also did a high pitch. Wah!
Oh my god.
So I now leave you up to your vices to figure out what's going on. You guys are kind of currently in the chamber. Striker on the outside. Mingle as you choose. Figure out your plans, I guess.
Of course, when we need to hike down a mountain, our survivalist isn't here.
Glad you got your sword back, Tobin.
Me too. Thank you, guys, seriously, for all of your help. Maybe I won't ever forget it.
Probably not.
And I hope one day I can return the favor.
Well, no.
No.
Perfect timing. No, I'm kidding.
How do you feel about stealing?
Stealing, murder, you know.
My ear perks up.
I'm not saying this in character, just so you know.
What? Why not? That's great.
Okay, fine. It was
Just
a character.
the perfect transition. So
How do you feel about stealing?
Well, when they're Asherati artifacts that don't belong to the person that took them, I can't say I feel that bad.
Music to my ears.
Let's go
I'm
steal
gonna-
some
I'm
things
gonna-
and kill
yeah.
some people.
I'm gonna sheath my sword because I still have the scabbard on my back. I wouldn't leave home without it. Or I guess no, I had that one. I think that one was on. No, it was on my back. So I have both of them on my back, kind of like an X. You've seen it before. I'm gonna kind of nod. Glad you're okay, Striker. Shall we?
I heard you guys talking about stealing.
Yeah. So there's this big boat that has a whole bunch of artifacts that I would like back. There's an auction coming up, and I'm planning on getting some, hopefully all, might not. There's a 15-foot statue. Hopefully to find what they have taken from me and get it back.
Sounds enticing. Now, where is this boat?
It's the same one we went on in Blackwater. It's the Shadow Silhouette.
It was due in a week from when we got back, which would be. Help me out here, DM. How long have we been doing these glacier trials and all that?
It's probably felt 5 or 6 hours, but you remember entering the cave as it was getting dark, and you are now leaving the cave in midday.
Okay.
So it only felt like a few hours for you, but you can tell time has passed.
Okay.
Yeah, too bad we didn't have our survivalists because they could easily tell that. That's the thing about survival. You can see like what type of day it is, what weather's coming, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Well, if we're gonna scale a mountain, might as well do it now. It is midday, but the canopy probably makes it so it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's thick forest.
How far? Are we climbing up or down? Remind me.
Down.
Down. Okay. How far down is it?
Um, I don't know. It's a good trek. Like, it's not like a sheer drop. It gets a little bit steeper for probably about 50 feet down. For a while, it stays relatively steep, but well enough to climb. And then the rest is more of just like a shallower incline that goes on for about another probably 60 feet.
Okay. Anybody here good with rope?
I am.
I've tied a noose before.
No.
I've
Use
got-
rope check 100.
If we want to ensure that everyone stays safely going down, I suggest we tie ourselves together with this. Yeah, I pull out a 50-foot thing of hemp rope.
What happens if one of us falls?
We catch him.
Okay.
Oh, because I was thinking like monkeys on a vine, you would just like, or Golem would fall and you guys would just, woo!
So where am I tying this?
Around our waists. I English.
Do English well. Okay. I go to tie the rope.
Okay, I need you to make 5 use rope checks.
5
DC
use rope.
DC 10 passes.
DC 10.
So if you roll higher
Okay.
than a 10, you're good.
So as long as I roll a 2 in all of my rolls, I'm good.
That's what I like to hear.
All of my rolls besides the last one was over 10. The last one was a 3, and plus I have plus 10. So all of them make it.
Everybody roll me a D4. Except for
Including me?
No, except for Striker.
3.
Am I tying them too tight?
You just suffocate to death because Striker tied it too tight.
That was his plan all along.
He's so short,
That
he ties it around your ankles instead of your waist. There you go, guys.
Let's go. Whoom.
DeForest, the rest of you.
2.
2. Tobin?
Sorry, I was muted. 4.
4. Make it.
2.
Alright. So, all of you are successfully tied together.
Wait a minute. We're missing someone.
Oh shit, yeah, and sorry, make me a 6th check. Before you do, you kind of, so you guys are discussing your ways down the mountain. You kind of see Yonatan just kind of staring off down the mountain in another direction, away from the town. As you watch his hair kind of turn to like from a pale blue to a deeper blue. As even you see Peter's body language kind of change. He's a lot more mopey and kind of leans more into Peter and, you know, like for comfort. As Yonatan goes, I have something to do. I need to go visit somewhere. I can meet you back in Blackwater. There's something that I have to do.
You be
And
back
I
in
have to do
time
it alone.
for the next arrival of the ship?
I can try, and I will go to the docks, and if the docks are empty, I will meet you back in the Leaping Frog.
Oh, be safe.
Okay, you sure you don't want any help?
This is something I have to do alone, brother.
I
As
understand
he
that.
kind of turns to Peter and kind of says, "You ready, buddy?" As they begin to climb down the mountain in an opposite direction. In the opposite direction, kind of climbing down a little bit and finding a good ways to walk. And as he disappears into the shrubbery, the rest of you are all tied together. Now we're here.
Okay, everybody run in one different direction. We'll see what happens.
Scatter!
So what if I just jump? Would y'all catch me?
So here's the plan.
Whoa!
We swing Striker around like a grappling hook to the tree over there.
Yes!
No! No! I mean, you could if you tried.
I want to try that.
It's D&D
Kitty got
Q&A.
caught.
How did you come up with the idea of using Striker as a grappling hook?
I'm ready.
We'll just take Owen's idea from my one shot.
Indiana Jones. Everything.
That was my idea. I was just calling him out on his bullshit. I was the one who stuck keeping his ass alive.
So
Yeah,
let's
I'm just gonna
figure
swing
it
it. No, dude. That's a bad idea.
Everybody in the
That's a
party,
bad
let's
idea.
do it. Beckett, now!
My pencils are multiplying.
Fucking Cavalos was like, yes, do it, yes. But then he's like, oh wait, I'm Izama. Hold on, don't do it.
Oh, wait.
Anyways,
No.
Oh, shit. Jeez.
back to game, lads. What's your plan?
Scale down a mountain.
We're going.
Orgolan says we're going, so we're going. Can I get climb checks from everybody? And I'll say, on a no. Say you guys get a +2 to your check.
I won't give you a climb check, but I'll give you a blimk check. I said that wrong.
Dirty
It's
20.
backwards climb.
What?
Fuck, I didn't grab a rolling
Dirty 20.
surface.
Derby 20. Oh, and
21.
Noise.
23.
I did not hear Owen. What?
26.
26. What about you, Tobin?
21.
21? Yeah, you guys with ease. Scaling your way down the mountain, grabbing onto vines and pointed rocks and, rock climbing your ways down. Taking breathers every now and then because of the dense, humid heat. As you trek down to more walkable surface. Where I will get survival checks from everybody, and are you still gonna be tied together in the walkable part? Like, don't get lost, children. Hold the rope.
Does it look walkable the rest of the way down?
It's pretty walkable the rest of the way down. It's more bobbing and weaving through roots and jagged rocks, clusters, and ferns and bushes.
Who would like the rope still on him? Nobody.
Ooh.
Everyone's already untying when you're like, "Yo, who wants to keep the rope on?"
Oh
It's
yeah.
already, like,
I'll survive.
rope
I'll survive. And on that note, nat 20 survival check.
bet.
I'll just start winding the rope back up then. That bounce down.
I got a 12.
Oh, why did I roll with that one?
I got an 11.
6.
Oof. Oof.
I rolled the wrong
Yay.
die.
I'm not the only one doing bad.
I got a 17.
Although my roll's kind of accurate, so I'm not one with nature. I've been in a desert.
I just had a membership at the rock climbing gym back home. Saw it.
I mean,
I
there's mountains.
I had to get the ore for my sword somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I never left the Ashen Sea, so.
Get fucked.
That's true. As you all untie the rope off yourself and start making your way through, Tobin finding a clear path to walk through as the rest of you kind of tread behind him. I think only Calduin got below a 10.
Yeah.
So you kind of falling towards the back. I need you to make me a reflex with disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. They were both 14, so 20. 30, 20.
As kind of getting hazed and vision going blurry, kind of hear a twig snapping beneath you as you're just dazing above, and as the twig snaps, you feel the ground plummet from below you as you know, reacting quickly, even not with your vision, just because you've experienced so much with sandstorms. You instantly go up and grabbing a root and, you know, feeling your way through. You know, yeah, even being dizzy, you kind of look down and see that below you is a pit trap.
Oh, it was close.
You
Right?
grabbing onto some ledges. I need you to make me. No, you'll be fine. As you kind of catching up, you fell behind a little bit, but noticing that Calduin was gone, they kind of waited up for you as you round the corner, and you guys continue out as you start feeling cooler air kind of brisk your face as you as you nice as
yeah.
you do the walking thing. Hi,
Are you
Joyce.
walking across the screen?
No, he's waiting. Wes says hi.
Hi.
Hey, Mom.
Dante says hi as well.
No,
Hi, Dante.
Right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is he not in the picture?
Because he never turns his camera on.
Oh.
I don't like my camera on.
You're not going in.
Sorry, Emma. Not today.
Hi there, everybody.
Not today.
Hey, look, it's me. No.
Um,
Dante's playing a cat
nice.
character. So he went, hey, look, it's me.
As you as cooler air brisks your face as you see almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. You see glimpses of sun patching through the canvas of the leaves as the trees become more sparse and the greenery becomes less prominent as you guys walk out into a larger open field, kind of overlooking a few farm fields. As down further across the farm fields, you see the outer stone wall of New Angkor City. You guys make your way down towards the city gates, back into the very colorful street exteriors with the colored flag banners, strung from building to building, and vendors and markets and people of all shapes and colors and sizes walk around you and mingle in shops and go about their business. Excuse you.
I would just say we should go shopping since we actually have some time now, but I spent all my money getting this replacement sword. You got to do some more work for Kay when we're done.
Definitely. Does anyone actually need anything?
Well, I guess we can just probably get the next ferry back to Blackwater, make sure we don't miss this boat.
Anything I need, nothing a good night's rest won't fix.
Amen to that, brother. I don't know if we say amen in this world, but amen to that.
Never really thought of it. I don't know.
Year to that, brother. Year to that.
You're to that. You're Palor, everyone. You're Palor.
Fun.
I would say we make our way back to Blackwater.
Sounds good.
Probably the quickest option.
What kind of shops do we see lining the streets?
As this is very famous for all of its market, you can find items and trinkets and clothing apparel and weapons and armor. Like, you need it, you got it at this place. Like, there is like any kind of shop. So if you like even turn your head and you think, oh, I need napkins, bing bang boom. You need a sword, bing bang boom. Like, this is very famous for its markets, especially this time of year, late into the fall.
Paradise.
Well, I say we definitely come back here sometime. This looks like a wonderful marketplace. Now it's just not the time.
I agree with you there.
As you all kind of can I get knowledge local or survival, anybody, to remember their way back to the port?
Okay,
Anybody got
knowledge
those?
history.
Nope. But it is in the it happened at the past, Wes.
It did.
I
I
got a
don't think
19.
that doesn't apply. For what?
Local.
Nice.
That'll do.
That'll do. As the other people, the other party members are kind of looking around, just kind of glimpsing down streets as you guys are walking down the main strip, and you're like, guys, come on, it's this way. As you begin to, you shift into cat form and begin to dodge and weave your way in through the crowd, and the rest of them kind of chasing wildly after this cat to keep up to you as you guys make your way through the streets. And as you see the ticket booth and the gangplank up to a ferry. It's already docked there, as well as a few others that are empty, but the one there is as the massive Blackwater sign is prominently posted, as transport between each of the isles is very common.
All right.
Well, let's get our tickets and go.
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody cover my ticket?
How much was it for a ticket again?
2 silver, I believe, per person.
Oh, I might have some silver left over. Hold on. Oh yeah, I got 2 silver. I've got exactly 2 silver. This is the last of my money.
Okay.
My man going negative.
No, we go in neutral.
Neutral. Or as we said in President back in the day. Oh, bro, I got newt. Let's go.
Go fuck yourself.
President was a great game, but I got way too competitive with it. As you all hop in a line and pay for your ticket, walk your way up to the gangplank, and wait probably about 10 minutes as the boat begins to sail. So you guys looking out, seeing the lush green island kind of drift by as you see 2 more islands, one smaller island further away, one a little bit closer with a lot more tropics and sand. You see palm trees off in the distance. As that goes by you as well, and as you see the familiar marshy wastes of the island of Blackwater, as it's relatively mostly a flat plain with few clusters of swampy trees grown in interesting and uh, fascinating branch patterns and clusters of rocks, but really it's not much of an island. But it's an island. It's there. It's just very wet. As you drift by and begin to see houses built up on stilts with bridges, rope bridges, and dugout riverways and walkways as the loose cluster of buildings become more of a cluster of buildings into as you watch the city grow as you move forward, and even as it cascades even into the water as the town of Blackwater is built half on and half off the water, all built up on these wooden stilts. As the ferry pulls up to a familiar dock, as it pulls by and the gangplanks drop, and that's where we're gonna quickly hit a break, and we'll be back to you before you know it, back in the town of Blackwater. And
Or burp.
What a great intro.
Jesus.
Re-intro. Leave that in.
And we're out. No.
Back intended.
Oh my god. So oh fuck. Really couldn't happen at a worse time.
Wes derailing himself out here.
Oh my god, my body is derailing me. Oh god. So as the gangplank drops, and the civilians begin to make their way off of the boat and onto the stilted wooden streets of Blackwater. As you all make your way down, and as it's still probably around 5 o'clock in the evening now, maybe 6 o'clock. You still have plenty of time before the shadow silhouette would even show up into the dock.
Is it coming tonight?
I think after a little bit of an investigation from, hold on, there is no investigations. Someone give me gather information to figure out what day it is.
Can't just ask someone.
I mean, you could.
Is there anybody around?
Yeah, plenty of people.
I'm gonna go up to.
I'll still roll while he asks.
I'm gonna go up to somebody and be like, excuse me, sir.
Oh yes, as a tall a very tall and like wide-stomached lion folk man kind of turns with his long like mane kind of growing into like a long ginger beard. Ah, yes. How can I help you, young man?
This is Adrian's character.
Yes.
Sorry. I get a little seasick. I just got off the ferry ride, and I'm a little confused. Could you tell me what day it is?
Of course, it's folding today. Folding. I can give you the exact date once my computer decides to scroll down further.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, I think that's too far now. When you don't know your own months in a calendar that you made.
Do we still have like days of the week? So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, we do
That's
have that.
Yeah, but they're just slightly different.
Yeah, our weekends are Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
It is.
Mondays are a weekend? What?
It's folding. Solari, the 6th of Solari. You know what? I get you. Rod gives me the shits as he leans in and kind of like towers over you as he leans in and he goes, "No shame, no shame."
Well, thanks again, sir.
Enjoy your day. As he
You too.
drifts off into the crowd.
I'll return to the group and say, it's, what do you say, folding?
Folding.
Folding.
So, it's basically like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But it's Sundin, Mirdin, Tetrin, Wardin, Tretmin, Foldin, and Sta, apparently. Sta.
You,
Sta. What we didn't, we copy pasted it and did not realize that. Oh, Stefurin. There we go.
okay.
Saturday.
And
So it's folding
what day
right
of the
now.
week was it on the last boat? I don't know if you told us. You might have. I just don't remember.
Like what day was it when you entered in
Yeah, the first time we got on the boat.
Oh yeah, that was earlier. Like last. That was last Stefeldine, the 28th of Kyoshiash.
Okay, so tomorrow is the boat day. Or
well,
it was at
today's
midnight.
the boat day.
Yeah, because it's at midnight.
Today
right?
at midnight. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
In my notes, I have the Shadow's silhouette returns on the 6th.
Okay, cool. Well, wouldn't it technically be the 7th since midnight?
Well,
okay. We board at midnight. It gets here at like 11:50.
Yeah.
So it's still the 6th. All right. So looks like we've got about 6 hours to kill.
Sweet.
To the
We
tavern?
could have gone shopping in the Edmonton Mall.
I wanted to go on the water slide.
I've been there years.
Well, we were on an ice slide a little bit earlier, so wouldn't that suffice?
No.
Damn.
I am but a
It's
child.
liquid ice.
I am naive.
I am a child. Yeah, so
Yes, we know.
bastard. Yeah, no one's got their fucking grays yet like you old bastard. Calm down.
Right yet.
That's exactly what a person with gray hairs would say.
Yep. He dyes his hair until he goes
Check your
bald.
pubes. Magic.
What's the weather
My
like
man's got a
right
salt
now?
and pepper dick out here, goddamn.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
What's the weather in Blackwater like right now?
The weather right now is as it's getting into later hours, it's getting like it's like humid, but because you guys have been in like extreme humid temperatures, this is like it feels like a cooler night to you, but not like the cool nights that you're used to back in the Ashen Sea, nor as cool as it was up in New Daria, but it's still, not too bad. Probably about 15 degrees out. Because we're Canadian, motherfucker. Fuck your Fahrenheit. No one can understand that shit.
Except me.
Well,
I actually also somewhat understand it.
It doesn't help that my mother's Nova Scotian, so they use Fahrenheit.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. As a light mist begins to drift in as the night begins to cool more, but it's not raining as it usually is in the Blackwater.
Okay. So, is it enough to get me like fully?
No.
No. Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Are me and Calduin still like recognizable to the dock of Blackwater?
Well, no, it would
Well,
be Black Mire. Black
Oh
Mire
wait,
is where
yeah,
we'd
wrong
be
place. Sorry.
wanted.
you know
Oh,
what?
right, yeah.
I wrote the names and I told myself we get this confused all the time, and I wrote them down. So it's sorry.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Calduin broke so many laws at so many docks. It's like we're just walking everywhere. So like,
We'll just be like the Straw Hat
Worldwide
Pirates.
banned.
Calduin's been out of the Ashen Sea for 2 weeks and already banned from every single dock.
My man hates water, and he got banned from every single dock, so he can never go near the water again.
Like, oh, sorry guys, can't go
Oh
there.
man. Oh, I'm wanting
It's
here.
okay, we
Gotta
got a
go.
flying
Sorry.
boat.
Sorry, bro, I can't go to your wedding in Ramira. I'm banned from all docks.
Wait,
I've been doxxed.
we should go retrieve our cart. That's the first thing we should do.
oh my god.
Or maybe we should keep it stored just because we're gonna have to get on the boat anyways.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's
they let us park it on the boat. They let us park it on the boat, didn't they?
no, on the Shadow Silhouette.
Oh, okay. Those other.
No, you had it tucked out of the way in an alleyway where Peter and Stryker chilled when you guys were all on
Right,
the
okay.
Shadow Silhouette.
But if we still have it signed in at that one place, right? We're good.
Yes, yeah, it is still in, I believe, Warehouse 4 right now.
Yeah, can we
So
retrieve
honestly,
one?
not too far from where you are, but
Yeah, but it's probably better to just keep it stored. As long as
Yeah.
did he say a limit on how long we could store? Because if it's been a couple days, I don't want to
I don't remember him saying limit, so I'm sure you're fine.
Okay, cool. He might charge an overage fee later, but we'll deal with that when we come to it.
Yeah. Or Tobin in his brain. The other people will figure it out because I'm broke.
Yeah. I just spent my last 2 silver. I'll just go gamble on the Shadow Silhouette. I guarantee you there's some sort of gambling thing.
There is now.
Like we'll just go on there, start counting cards.
We know what Tobin and
Oh.
Stryker are doing on the boat.
Oh fuck, boys.
And then what Wes will be panicking to do while they're doing that.
Oh, I'd have to break out the fucking the Silver Queen again.
Oh shit. That does not sound fun.
Oh, it's a game that I kind of stole kind of
Oh
made.
yeah, from the last campaign we played that, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck
Oh,
if
yeah.
I remember the rules. That
The
was
dealer gives you 3 cards. If if 2 out of the 3 of your cards are higher than 2 out of the 3 of his cards, then you would win the hand. But out of game, it's rolled by you roll 3d6, and the dealer would roll 3d6. I believe
Yeah,
that's
it's
the general rules. I believe I put
Yeah,
other
no,
rules in there, but I think that's the general basis.
I know.
of
I
it.
remember us covering our things while we rolled and shit like that. Now that you mention it, that was fun.
Yeah, man, no, that was sick.
It was
I love that. It was
gambling. I love that.
oh yeah. They were a chaotic party back then. Fuck. I mean, not that you guys aren't chaotic.
Oh, it's chaotic? No. I definitely didn't
You
try
literally
to
We are
attack
so
a epic
derailed
level
right now,
character.
guys. Are we just wasting? Are we literally going to waste 6 hours until the boat comes? Holy shit, boys.
Oh, great! What do you
We can
know?
call a
6
break
hours
now
past,
if
we
we're
just
not
stood there.
focused and come back focused.
I mean, we just had that brief break. We can wait till like quarter after to take the real one.
Wes was really excited to take a toke.
You should have.
No,
You had
all right.
5 minutes.
I don't
Take
think
longer
there's
than
really
5 minutes.
anything that we want to do before the boat, so we could just fast track the 6 hours.
Yeah, as you guys just kind of wander the streets and do what you wish, kind of stop in at the
Leaping frog.
leaping frog. Thank you. I almost said the laughing frog, but I was like, that's not right.
That's the place
Also
where
a
I
good
tricked the
name, though.
bartender, right?
I've also just came up with a new bar name, so
Part of the
that's fine.
frog franchise.
Mhm. No, dude, it's the Laughing Jackal.
That's the bar that Striker owns now.
Ah, yeah. It's my bar.
You just finesse them so much. They're like, you know what? Here, take it all.
Take the deed.
Oh,
So
Sue.
It's yours, sucker.
as the night begins to fall, the moon overhead, you guys make your way towards the docks. Now the fog, which has fully rolled in, making it a little difficult to see, but the street lanterns around you and all the torches lighting up the area make it bright enough for you guys to be able to navigate your way through the streets and out towards the dock. As you see a crowd of people waiting on the docks, kind of hush chattering to themselves and kind of glancing quickly whenever people enter towards the dock and glancing towards the ocean and continuing with their conversation. And you kind of, if you want to hear any descriptions of the people, I'll give you a spot check if anyone cares.
I'll spot check. Probably not gonna do well, but I'll do it.
Fuck it.
Alright, higher than I thought. Seymour says that it is a 19.
19. So you just kind of casually watching the crowd and just like picking up on different tells and looking at their efforts. You see many people in fancy clothing. Fancy, rich, dapper clothing. Monocles and canes and fancy hats and dresses. And you also see other types of people, a lot more shadier folk, some recluses who prefer to keep their faces covered as they stand in
The
silence.
Crowd.
Beckett's like, the emo kids!
I joined in.
We're the average people I've heard of. The goddamn shadow silhouette. As 5, 10, 15 minutes roll by, you hear dun, dun, coming from the ocean as you see the familiar steel gray ship with the shadow silhouette written on the fore of the ship. As it drifts through and the gangplank is dropped, you see two guards very heavily armed begin to walk down and stand at the end of the dock, as well as a third guard follows them down. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would please come aboard the Shadow Silhouette, we will be departing shortly. I was like, deploying? No, that's not right. As he begins to walk back up the ship, as the mob of people begin to make their way up the gangplank and stand on the upper deck, as you all make your way up and bring and they bring the gangplank forward back onto the ship as it slowly drifts out. And just as you watch as the lights of Blackwater fade into the fog, um, the same guard kind of perches up on a box, and he just goes, "All right, the venues are now open. If you will please make your way down to the lower decks. Thank you for visiting the Shadow Silhouette." As he opening up the double doors, the bright lights kind of uh, shining onto the deck as you kind of the other people like now that you can clearly kind of see each other as it burns off the fog as you guys make your way down as the staircase makes its way down and spirals around as it does so for a few levels at least down to 3 levels. 3 levels? 3 levels. I was right. As you all make your way down and see the familiar vendors set up along each of the walls as the mob of people begin to go and browse and begin to talk to vendors and oogle at items, etc. As Caldu, when you were looking for something very specific, I need you to roll me a gather information. No, not a gather information. You can give me a search check.
All right.
I would like to. Well, while he's doing that, he can do his
60.
thing. But I would also like to look for that vendor that sold me my sword.
Give me a search check as well. So 16. You just kind of very reserved, going to wander your way through the different vendors and looking at the different items and trinkets, and you don't really see anything of value on this level, and you begin to waltz your way down the stairs, very trying to stay very nonchalant as you waltz your way down the stairs. The second level where formerly all the animals were, but now lay more vendors. But this you can kind of from looking around, you can kind of tell that this is not where you go and buy, but where you can go and browse and see items as you see auction floor kind of posted on a sign just off near the staircase as people kind of browse their way through and you hopping in a line and browsing your way through. A familiar small sand statue catches your mind. Just about 3 vendors down. As you begin to make your way down, you now coming into vision, you see the massive 15-foot statue laying on its side lengthwise, and all the vendors are posted in front of it, but it is there prominently on this level. As you see smaller sand statues, and you see bits of leather and cloth, and a beautiful long very rust red sword with from what you could tell, well, not from what you know from your old culture, you see very specific Sanskrit leather wrapped around the hilt, or wrapped around the handle, and instead of like a gemstone or a stone being at the end of this, you see a small bulbous vial with sand in it. As this sword is laid out very, very neatly on a cloth, as you can tell, they just put the sword down and unwrapped it right then and there to preserve it as best as it is, you know, as you can. And although you can see blemishes on the blade, it has been polished, it has been cleaned for the best selling price that it could get. But from those few trinkets there and the 15-foot statue and the sword, for Asherati artifacts, you don't really see much else.
Okay.
As going back up to Tobin and Beckett, as you guys just kind of stuck with each other and began to peruse as Tobin, you were particularly looking for the vendor that sold you the blade. Beckett, you feel a little tap tap on your shoulder.
Where bubonic is, or just like
No, just on your arm, like a person tapped you.
I'll turn around to the person.
As you turn around and like very like so subtly they slip something into your hand and disappear into the crowd as you turn around.
Can I do a spot check on the individual to see if I can like just
Yeah,
see what
go
they
ahead.
look like?
Yep.
That is 14.
As you see a younger human woman with kind of more peasanty like attire kind of disappears into the crowd as you look down and it says "Follow me" on the piece of parchment that they slipped into your hand.
Is Tobin distracted? Like, is Tobin doing something, or?
Tobin kind of not even noticing this as he locks eyes with a very familiar vendor of swords.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the person by myself.
Perfect. As you follow by and kind of look around in the crowd trying to find this human woman, you was psst, psst. You turn, and off in a little concealed corner, you see a hooded figure, face kind of shaded over by the hood, as you see a faintly glowing hand, kind of sit at their side. As they go, psst, 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 psst.
Is he asking me to come over to him? Is that?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I'm going. Psst, psst.
Can I determine from a distance why his hand is glowing?
Go for it.
What do you
What would you like to do to figure out how the hand is glowing? I'm not gonna spoon feed you this roll. What do you want to do to figure out why his hand is glowing?
I'm thinking either a knowledge arcana or a knowledge alchemy.
So what are you thinking?
Arcana?
Go for it and roll.
Arcana.
Arcana, sorry.
Arcuna?
Matata.
Fuck it.
Kuna
14.
Matata.
14. Yeah, you can tell pretty obviously that this is a mage hand.
Okay.
But it's somehow fastened to this mysterious person's wrist.
Okay. I will walk up with caution.
As you walk up and as the shaded figure kind of turns towards you, it is the face of the familiar, young-looking cyborg kid of Milo.
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing here? Looking like that. What the... Do you have any subtlety, you fuckers?
Have you met us?
We're the
Hold on.
From what I
fairy
can see, a
tale
bunch of
of Dungeons and
buffoons
Dragons.
buffooning around. At least no one knows you yet.
Wait, what are you here for?
What the fuck do you think I'm here for? He kind of gestures towards his bloodhound ninja attire.
Wait, are you guys killing someone today?
Oh, just information.
Sweet, can I come?
Fuck no. You ever washed your fucking clothes?
No? What's the best part about it?
Give me your jacket.
Wait, me? You my jacket? Yeah, no,
Give
that's
me your
not
jacket.
happening.
Then you're not coming. As Milo slips on a ring onto the mage hand, and transforms back into the young human woman as Milo walks into the crowd.
Can I try to follow him?
Yeah, give me a spot. As Tobin, you locking eyes with the sword vendor, he kind of looks over, kind of looks at you inquisitively, and then as he sees you're approaching, goes, shit, kind of like panicking for a moment. As you walk up to the vendor, how can I help you today?
No need to worry, my friend. You look a little shifty there, but no, the sword is doing just fine. No worries here. I just had a rather simple question about it that I'm hoping you can answer.
You know my rules.
I
As he gives
already
you a wink.
right, but I'm not as naive as my. That wasn't even his rules. Wasn't that the other person?
Pretty sure that was his rules.
All right, okay. Well, I'm not as naive as my friend there. I want the whole story before I pay up, and I'll kind of dangle a coin bag, but then put it back in my pocket.
Can you roll me a deception check,
Yeah.
please? Oh, cheers, buddy.
Deception? Is that a thing, or is it bluff?
Oh, bluff. My bad.
Okay. It's not bad. Bluff. Oh, that's charisma, isn't it? Hold on.
Your charisma.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. 13.
I see.
And to be
Well-
fair, I already purchased something off of you. It's not like we're going in blind here.
Mm. Very truthful, my friend. As he nods and kind of. The blade was given to me by a friend. It accentuates, or it channels arcane abilities in through the veins of the veins which are if you look may I? As he gestures for the sword, as he says, as you look into the veins of the weapon, you can see that it's made out of a different material of the blade itself. The blade is made as a element resisting, so it's unfortunately a shittier metal, so it can't it will rust faster. But good proper care of the blade means your blade won't rust. But as you see in these veins, it is a different material, as it will kind of channel the magic through. Provided the user is magical and focuses in their arcane abilities into the weapon, like almost like a tuning, or I think that's the word I was looking for. A tuning
Tuning.
to the blade, yes.
Well, that's honestly all I needed to know. I bought it under almost the impression that it was a flame blade. I assume this is your arcanic nature.
As he kind of cockily drifts his fingers around, as you see a small flame dance on his fingertips for a moment, and extinguishes it into his palms.
I see. I gotta say, I was quite surprised when it activated for me.
Ah, curious, are you not?
Bless you.
Are you not?
Entertained. No.
Are you not entertained? Are you not magical within nature, my friend? How it wouldn't have been able to activate otherwise?
Well, it activated. I was saying I was surprised when it activated, like what I saw. I think that's what.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what
Yeah.
you meant.
No.
Never mind. I thought you meant something else. My bad. Yeah. No, well, it is a handy, useful blade. I'm glad you found much use. I see you've acquired another one. If you wish to sell blade to me.
Sorry, he just starts laughing like super hard. I'm gonna unsheath the sword, but not let go of it. This blade. What do you think of it?
As he inspects it for a moment. This is a curious material. This is from Veilbridge, yes?
Yeah, it's mundane crystal.
Mundane crystal. I made various trips out to Scorchtown. The mines are quite impressive.
Indeed.
You a native, then?
Uh,
Is he kind of inspecting the rest of the blade, kind of distracting while just asking you questions?
something like that.
Curious. This hilt. What material is this?
As you referring to the stone.
Yes.
Now that is a now that you know the rules. As I sheath my sword.
As he kind of puts his hands up and nods towards you and says, well, when a con man gets conned, that's impressive, and hands you a gold as he kind of goes and talks to someone who's just a dwarf man who's just walked up beside you as they begin to have a conversation, unless you were not finished with him.
No, that'll do it. I'm gonna grab my
That'll
other
do.
sword, put it back in the hilt as well, and look
You
around
got
and
a
realize Beckett's not with me.
Yeah. Beckett, you got a 16, yeah?
I got an 18.
You got an
Ooh.
18, yeah. So you easily spot the human woman again.
Okay, I'm tailing.
You tailing, obviously, or subtly?
I'm subtly at the beginning. Once I know that he's like found the person he's looking for, obviously.
Can you roll me a move silently check, please?
Brain. That is a unnatural 20.
And can you roll me another spot?
That's a 16.
As you begin to trail the human woman that you now know as Milo, you begin to trail Milo. You trail for a little bit and kind of accidentally bump into someone as you're a little bit distracted as Milo turns, and as you go to track Milo down again, Milo is gone. So you hear a woman's voice in your ear. Subtlety.
I hate you.
Mm-hmm. As he says, come here and give me your fucking jacket.
I'll roll my eyes a little bit, take it off, and like shove it into him because it is a pretty heavy jacket. So,
walking into like a little secluded area for a moment, kind of Milo. You see Milo's glowing hand kind of pop up and gesture you over. You slowly walk over and Milo hands you a ring and says, "I get this back when we're done. You get this back." As he's turned your jacket inside out and is now wearing it.
you were just complaining that it's covered in blood. Like, now you're just gonna put the blood on your body? Okay.
Unlike you, I wash my clothes, you nasty mask face.
You're wearing my coat, you fucking idiot.
Eat shit. As Milo walks into the crowd a little bit, and you trailing along, Calduin, as you see the various Asherati knickknacks and the blade as well as the massive statue. What are you going to do?
Do I know any more information about this blade, like what it actually signifies or is?
Give me. What kind of knowledges do you have?
Planes and religion. That's it.
Give me knowledge religion.
18.
Wow. Okay. Um, yeah, you instantly recognize this as a very treasured Asherati artifact known as the Sword of the Setting Suns. It was in fables it was foretold that it was given um, by the gods, and like the material it's made out of was given by the gods, and the ancient Asherati imbued their powers into it, and creating the Sword of the Setting Suns. And it was a figure. It was a symbol of power, as it was given to the most powerful family within the most powerful tribe, as they would hold most of the influence over the rest of the Asherati. Um, as far as you know, because you've never seen the blade physically in person ever, um, that you do not know much more about the actual abilities of the blade. All you know is it is a very powerful fabled weapon, one of the 7 legendary swords of the Boundless Shores.
Sorry, just writing notes.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Hello? James just said BRB. Let's go on break because I really need to pee.
Okay.
And
Just
then we
be
will pick. Nice. We will pick back up in a moment, my friends. And I didn't burp this time. Welcome back. We just went on our break a little bit. I went and got a toke. Didn't burp, so we're here. I burped before we turned the cameras on, so it's fine. As returning back to game, as the 5 of you entered on into the lower deck, the first level of the Shadow Silhouette, as Calduin drifted off and went downstairs, and Tobin and Beckett went off to do their thing. Orgolan and Stryker, do you guys have any plans or any shopping uh, things, or is there anything we'd like to do aboard the Shadow Silhouette?
Hey, Argolan, why the heck did we have to stay up here? Well, they all get to have all the fun.
I don't know. Want to go look around?
Sure, might give me some ideas of what to steal myself.
All right. Let's go.
As you kind of begin to drift around, you see a market full of potions and herbs and ingredients and of all sorts, and you see vendors with swords and rare armors and expensive fabrics. And is there anything that catches? Is there anything that would catch Orgolan's eyes in that department?
Is there someone who sells like necklaces or something?
Yeah, like general jewelry, or are we talking like magical talismans? Because there's both.
Uh, both.
Both. So Conveniently, they're set up shop right beside each other. Um, as a whole section of the wall is built up with a lot more of the shinier kleptomania side of things, with rings and jewelry and magical items and talismans and all sorts like that.
All right. There any that have like a specific like dark symbol?
A dark symbol on it. Um, can you give me a search check? Just any old dark symbol we thinking?
Um,
Or are you thinking something a little closer to home?
a little closer to home, and that is a 26.
Just because Nate's not here, I gotta make the joke. With the power of editing, we can cut this part out.
Which we all know I'm not.
I had to shout out Nate here. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, as you begin to just casually browse the different necklaces and gemstones and jewels and rings, as um a like an arm, not a bracer, but like, what is this called?
Gauntlet,
It's just a thing. No, it's not a gauntlet.
bracelet.
Braces?
Yeah, it's like a very, very thick
Greaves?
bracelet. No, those are for your legs, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Bangles?
I think it is a bracer.
Bangle? That sounds right.
Yeah, it's
I
like
said-
multiple.
No, like one big solid
Tufts?
thing.
No, but they're
Metal
usually
tufts?
big.
Like,
That's
y'all
just
seen
like
Captain
a thick
Marvel?
brace shit from
Y'all seen
Yeah.
Captain
Miss
Marvel?
Marvel. That's
It's
a
like
bangle.
that.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah,
Miss Marvel.
that is
Yeah.
what the name of the word you just said. That's a what's that thing you just
Bangle.
said? Yeah, that's a
Bangle?
bangle. It's kind of like a thick bracelet,
Yeah.
but not all the way down your wrist or anything.
Yeah. That's what I mean. A bangle. Thank you. I'm glad we have one collective brain cell that we share, so we can come to this conclusion. As
But
a
if you want
silver
full wrist,
bangle.
I remember now. It's called a van brace.
Van brace, right?
That's the one. God
It's
damn,
just
no,
weird
it's a
future
that
bangle.
for some
reference.
reason when Wes was holding his arm like
That's
this,
it, like
all you guys
a
went
full
to
wrist
Marvel.
van
I
brace.
went to DC. I went Wonder Woman.
Yeah, same thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would be
Well,
more like a
I
van
just
But I
brace.
feel like
finished
her lasso of truth is a little bit more iconic than her fucking bangles.
And I mean, like,
I mean,
even
unless you
those
saw the
two-
movie.
I've been
Well, no, even
watching
once he uses
the
those,
Justice League TV show lately, so that's why.
Oh
even
yeah.
if
fair
she
enough.
uses those, I don't know why she would. She has a fucking shield on her. Like,
Because you obviously get drip points in battle. Oh, total.
Word.
Okay, I made the funniest joke to myself in the mirror today. I was looking at the mirror, and I was like, "Bro, I look so tired." Yo, the bags are back. Drip Trek.
Bags are back in town.
Like the bags under my eyes, man. Gucci bag? Nah, bags under my eyes.
yeah, that's what somebody needs to do. Draw the Gucci logo on the bags under their eyes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Tattoo ideas. Terrible
Oh, yeah.
tattoo ideas. Number 26.
I'll start making a list.
Orgolan's face on Orgolan's face on Orgolan's face. That's the tattoo I'm gonna get on my ass.
Oh god.
As a silver bangle kind of catches your eye with a large like ovular cloudy black gemstone. And it reminds you of, like, that particular gemstone reminds you of the Crystal Cliffs back home, where in your childhood you and your brother frequented and went and stared into the cloudy glass and, you know, wasted away your younger days until the carelessness of your childhood turned into the seriousness and the extreme training that you and your younger brother went through. No, your older brother. I've changed that. It's your older brother now. That makes more sense for me. Story
Okay.
things, don't worry about it. So that particular bangle catches your eye.
Is it in like a glass display or is it just out on a table?
It is it's on a little like hanger display, so it's like a stand and a stick, and then like a T stick out where a bunch of bangles and bracelets are dotted onto it. On the table near the very, very fucking dripped out half elven man with like dark skin and drip the fuck out with piercings and earrings and necklaces and bracelets up his arm and a long flowing purple and red coat.
Ah, hello there.
General Kenobi. Greetings, traveler. As he reaches out his hand and goes, "Ah, we can travel very far and few here. How may I be of service to you?"
I point out the one the one that I spotted. I'm like, tell me about this one. This piece here.
Ah, as he unclips it off and holds it. This is it's a bangle. I've acquired it through my many adventures through the lands. The crystal, however, I've learned through its history that it has a very odd connection towards Shadowguard. It is known as a singing crystal.
Ah.
It has very interesting properties, but I've not researched more than that, as I'm more of a jewelry salesman than a talisman salesman, as my as he says, my friend here sells. If trinkets are what you look for there, something enchanted, you know, I'm sure he has something to help. But it is mainly just a bracelet.
I telepathically
How,
said. Oh, sorry, go on.
how much do you want for this?
45 gold, but for you, 35.
That is a deal, my friend. As I take out the gold from my pocket and give it to him.
Hands the talisman and scoops it all up into his pocket, counts it, and throws it into a small sack underneath the counter, and he says, "Anything else I can help you with?" He's like twiddling with his rings.
I
That should be all for
telepathically.
now.
No! I telepathically say. Wait, what's your character's name? I forget.
Or Golan.
Orgolan. I am telepathically say to Golan, ask about stealth enchanted items. Or any items that would help with stealth.
I move over to the next guy and ask.
As you go to the next vendor and kind of getting a better look at him, it is a very wide-waisted lion folk with a large mane that drops down into a big ginger beard. Ah, yes, how can I help you, dear friend?
I've been told you have trinkets of magical variety.
I have trinkets, I have talismans, I have anything you would desire.
Do you have anything that helps with sneaking or stealth, or anything of that nature?
Stealth. Well, I have a ring of light feet. It's a very simple gold band with a small etched-in decal of a small feather. I could give it to you for 70. As he flicks it and catches it.
I'm in my cat form right now, right?
Sure.
Yeah. With that, I still have my backpack on me. I say to you in mind, I have the money in my bag. Grab it and buy it. But first ask what it does. Exactly.
All right. So what exactly does this ring do?
Well, I think, as you can guess from the etching, it makes your footsteps lighter to the touch. It will help with any sneaking that you require.
Almost like pass without a trace. No.
All right. You know what? I will take it. As I reach into my pocket some more. That should be enough. As I drop 70.
Counts through it. Hands you the ring and says, well, enjoy the rest of your evening, my friend. If you need anything else, come and let me know. As now seeing Milo in wearing your inside-out trench coat, you kind of looking at the small ring, the ring that Milo put into your hand, which is a very small, simple ring, not much to it. But etched in very close there are two masks.
Okay. I guess I'll slide it on.
As you slide the ring on, and you don't. You slide the ring on, and nothing happens for a moment until you were and then your mind drifts off to Milo putting on the ring and turning into a small human woman. As you then feel your height shift, as you have now polymorphed into a human woman.
Sweet.
As Milo goes.
Sorry, is Beckett regularly human? I can't remember. Or would we
Beckett
even
is
know?
also
just
human,
the
yes.
mask? Okay.
But
awesome.
you probably wouldn't know, but Beckett is humanoid.
At least, yeah. Okay.
As far as you
Yeah,
can
you
tell.
guys,
But
you guys wouldn't know unless you've seen his face, but I don't think Tobin has.
I know Calderwood has.
Yeah.
as Milo kind of takes her arm and goes, classy. And he goes, all right. The vendor in the corner. He's got some items that don't belong to him. We are not supposed to engage. We are purely meant to drift around and see who buys what.
Well, that's boring.
Give me my ring back. What do you want? You wanted to come, and now I tell you the mission, and you don't want to come. What do you want?
I would like to do something interesting, but we can wait. That's okay. I'll just start.
I'm sure your dumbass friends are probably stolen or broken something already if you want something interesting. We're
getting
professionals.
Perfecternals?
Professionals.
Okay, you're a robot. You should be able to speak.
Dick-ass.
Very
You're a robot. Okay, shut up. Eat shit.
I love this relationship so much. Yeah, okay. I'll just go and watch, I guess.
As, like you said, it's really fucking boring. He does
Sweet.
nothing except for casually drift up to some vendors, look at items, look back at the booth, watch people walk away from the booth, and go back to drifting around. It is very boring. As you kind of beginning to grow bored of watching this vendor, and you and your polymorph form, just something in the corner of your eye catches. You see a vendor with a bunch of hanging potions. And potions lying around, like pretty much taking up the whole table, and potions strung up on the top of the vendor stands. You see a very curious potion that you can't really recognize from far, but it's a very bright, foresty green color.
Is there a person at the table?
Yes. Standing on a stool is a goblin woman with a long black earring on the one ear, wearing very tattered. You like from what you can see, like her shirt's made out of fucking burlap, like literally made out of a bag, and like just very like odd mixed match patched clothing.
Where's Milo? Is Milo within my sight range? But can he see?
Milo's just kind of drifting around you, and he like every so often he kind of walks up to you and just goes, "Act natural," and walks away.
Every time he says act natural, I'm just gonna call him a dick. And then at a moment where like he's drifting away from me, I'm gonna like sneak over to the potion stand and ask the lady about the green potion.
I asked the lady about the green potion.
Okay. I'll slide over, like just like kind of like still watching and just be like, hey, quick question.
Yes, how can I help you? Young lady, how can I be of assistance for you? Could I interest you in a love potion, perhaps, or
more than okay.
perhaps a spider climbing potion?
Just need to know about the green potion right here, and I'll point to it.
Ah, very curious. This is a newly brewed potion that I've just created.
And it does.
It Um, um, shit. Hopping off the stool for a moment and kind of fucking. I'm so good at sales. I can't even remember what a fucking potion I made last night. The grumbling underneath the counter. Green. How do you spell green? Fuck. Oh. And, interesting. Climbing back up on the stool. So this is a potion of charm. You drink it down and let's just say people like you more.
Cute.
Sometimes I'll stick a shot of it in my tea, if you know what I'm saying.
Do you know what it's made of?
Made of? Trade secrets, dear girl. Would you like it or not?
The potion? No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Well, anything else I can interest in? I have health potions. I have potions of many kinds. Whatever you desire.
I couldn't bargain you for the recipe of said potion.
I'll make you a deal. You find a very rare potion ingredient for me. And in return, I will give you the recipe.
Okay. What's the ingredient?
The ingredient is devilish shortgrass.
Okay.
That's not one of the ones Beckett got from the other guy, right?
No.
Okay.
But if you give me knowledge alchemy, I'll give you a little bit of information on devilish shortgrass.
Okay. Fuck yeah, nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah. This is majorly used in recreational potions and drugs. But it also can be used to treat more mental affecting injuries rather than physical.
Okay.
But it's a very peculiar dosage, as you've read throughout Devilish Shortgrass, is mostly like in higher doses used to add a little bit of a kick to your potions or your drugs.
Do you know where would that also tell me where I'd be able to find it? Or would I need to roll something else? You're on mute.
What's that really? Not the whole time, right?
No, I knew you said yes, so I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is grown in the map's over here, dumbass. It is grown in the southernmost area of the did I come up with a name for that?
No, it's the place.
You know, the place.
The place.
The
southern
southernmost side of the Ramiran forest.
Okay.
Down in Marswell.
Okay. Is there anywhere on the boat I'd be able to find this?
No. I doubt she would be asking you if she was able to get it herself.
Know. She's standing on a stool. She could be crippled. Leave the poor lady alone. Leave Gargamel alone.
Oh, thank you for coming and backing me up, dear child.
You're welcome, Liam.
As
I'll go back to fucking around with whatever Milo's doing.
as you kind of turn, you see Milo kind of like walk into you and grab your arm and go buck 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 buck, pulling you back into a side corner and goes, I need my ring back. I need to go now.
Why? Wait, what? Wait, what? What's happening?
The thing happened. Now I need to go. Do you want to leave your party and come with me, or are you gonna stay here? Because I have to leave right now before I lose them.
Oh, fine. I'll pull the ring off, and I'm taking my coat off of him.
As he's immediately taking off the coat and turning it back right side out and handing it to you, and goes,
Oh,
I'll
that's
see you
nice of
soon,
you.
Beckett.
Turning my dirty coat back inside.
And slipping on the ring and just goes, thank you, and leaves. Just rushes off and dips into the crowd.
Can I like look at his back to wait? Can I look at his back to see if he's got like any like blood stains or blood smudges on his back? I'm really hoping.
As he instantly polymorphed back into the woman, you cannot tell.
I'll go find Tobin.
Okay. As down to Chad Ewan, called Ewan.
Okay, bruh.
Or
So.
As you staked out the Asherati artifacts and can you walk back towards the stairs or whatever you wish.
I'm gonna remember that Stryker was way into the mention. Got way into it when I mentioned stealing something, so I'm going to go find Stryker.
As you find Orgolan and Stryker just kind of standing in the stairwell as they're just discussing. As you see Orgolan hand a small ring to Stryker. Yep.
There you are. Stryker's in cat form, right? Still.
Receiving the ring, he shifted back. That's why they're off in the stairwell, just away from people. It's just so he can shift back into his Katyn form to put on the ring.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna look at Stryker and then also look at Orgolan. Come with me. And
Okay.
last time we were here, you said there was loose boxes and everything, just like lots of boxes thrown places near back areas. Is there still one there? Muted.
Yeah, just off into general corners and stuff. There's a bunch of boxes and crates that have just been stacked up and left there for cleanup later, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna move them closer to one of the piles that they have there.
Okay, you just shift off into the left hand, like the back left corner of the boat, near the boxes.
Okay, Stryker. Why were you so into the idea of stealing? Stryker.
Cricket.
Well, you see, when I was a young kid, I
I
was
was a young
taught in
warthog.
the fabulous witch. I love stealing.
Okay. Are you any good?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Orgolan kind of looks, kind of gives like that look to Stryker as he remembers totally catching him like red-handed.
I telepathically say to him, "Don't you dare say anything."
You can only do that in cat form.
Oh, I can only do that in cat form?
Yep.
Well, I give the look back.
You give the look of "Don't you dare."
Nice.
Okay, quick test. Grab anything off of me. I've got like 1 gold on me, so that's like the only thing you can grab. But grab anything up.
Oh.
If I don't notice,
Okay.
I've got to
Can
jump in.
you roll me a steely check, and then can you roll me a not steely check?
Let's see it. Come on, Striker.
stealth
I believe
one?
in you.
Sleight of hand for you, spot for me.
Oh, sleight of
That's
hand.
the one.
Yeah.
See, that's why he holds the brain cell.
24.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. I only rolled 16.
Even lock dead eyes with you. You kind of as you're like, yeah, steal anything off of me. I really only have 1 goal. As he holds up the 1 gold halfway through your sentence.
Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, give it back.
No.
After you tell me what I'm stealing.
Okay, and I look at the both of you. So, Orgolan, did you see the 15-foot statue we were here that was here before?
I think everyone saw that. It was
Okay.
15.
That's not the only thing they had. I just discovered that they have. Oh, was it a myth to me? Like a myth or a legend?
It's to you, it's history. It's a very important heirloom to the Asherati race.
I found
Yeah.
I found something that is more important than the statue itself. They have. I know it's called the Sword of the Setting Suns,
Yes.
right? This might mean nothing to you, but they have the Sword of the Setting Suns here, and I need to get it. Striker, I'm gonna need you to steal it. Or Golan, I'm using you as a distraction.
Okay, so then what's the plan?
The sword's on the 2nd level. We are going to go down. Or Golan, think of whatever. Slap me, hit me, just start a fight with me. Draw attention. Striker, you will get that weapon.
Okay.
We cannot let it
I
get
might
into
have a
someone
way to
else's
do it.
hands.
So, what's so important about the sword again?
It is a very ancient Osherardi artifact that was used by powerful families. It cannot end up in the wrong hands.
Fine. Okay. So when is this taking place?
Now, and I start going.
All right.
Muted.
As he turns tail and walks down to the 2nd level.
What? Okay. What? Okay. Do you have a plan on how you're going to distract them?
Who are you
I
talking
thought we were
to?
just gonna start a fight. That's what
I
I
don't
said.
know. Whoever you said to distract them.
Or Golan, the person that's been with you the entire time.
The whole fucking time.
Yeah. I'm a cat. I don't care about anybody. Yeah. So, what's your plan to distract them?
Didn't he say
Or
we're gonna
Goran?
start a fight?
Also, was the sword like close to the statue? Like, was it possible to like go further up, like where people were looking near the statue and not the sword, or was there like kind of both in view?
So the similarly to the boxes in each of the corners, shoved off in the far um, left-hand corner of the boat. The statue kind of lays on its side, lengthwise, and the vendor stands are set up in front of it, and it's the Asherati stand is not too far from the statue, but like it's not really in close vicinity. It's just visible enough that you can be like, oh, I can buy this.
Okay. So if a distraction were to happen there, would it draw attention away from the sword vendor, or would no?
Yes,
Yes, it would. Okay.
yes.
There's only one way to
Well,
find out.
the sword vendor would be here, and the statue's like here.
Okay.
And then the other vendors are like here in front of it. But the sword vendor is about here.
Okay.
If you're showing a map, I don't see it at all.
He's not.
Oh,
He's
okay.
doing visual representation.
The good old hands.
I still don't see that. You have no image for me. You're just a loading circle of death.
I am always a loading circle of death.
Good thing you're
I feel
not the
like
one
Baldwin
recording.
picked
Because
one
my
person.
brain doesn't work.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I'm making my way downstairs and to the vendors closer to the Asherati statue.
Yeah. Orgolan kind of, after you march down the stairs, Striker and Orgolan make their way down the stairs. Striker veering towards the sword stand, while Orgolan making his way down the center towards where he sees you.
I go back into cat form before I'm seen by anybody.
Okay. So even before you enter the floor, you're already in cat
Yeah,
form.
basically as soon as we start moving, I go back into cat.
Okay. Orgolan, start your distraction. The Orgolan is grinning fucking ear to ear. He's cracking his knuckles on the way down. He's like, I wanted to punch the fuck out of someone today, man.
When he gets to the statue, I in a low voice, I'm like, at least go easy, and then I push him, and it's like, what do you mean you're taking that statue?
How do you think you're gonna get it out of here? As I throw a haymaker.
Can you guys roll me bluffs?
Okay.
If I have to heal either of you at the end of this, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm not even full health, so. 18 for a bluff.
23.
Woo! Yeah. How are you gonna get it out of here? Roll for attack.
$13?
Nope, that's a miss.
As I swing, I miss him and I punch the statue.
Great, now you're ruining it, and I take it, do a haymaker at him.
Yes!
Oh, that is horrible. That is just a, where is it? 8.
What is this, a fucking bar fight where you can't see each other? As you swing wide and hit the statue.
Are they drunk? I think to myself.
I take a big swing with my other hand. Okay, yeah, that hits. That's a 28.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It's just your base attack bonus and your strength, by the way.
Yeah, that's still a 28.
Buddy, you're too strong. Holy shit. And that hits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only have a 15.
Boom. as you get socked one as Orgolan, you see the wraps around. Do you still have the wraps around your face generally, or are you going unmasked?
I've been going unmasked for a while.
As you his rust red skin, you see a bright crimson red drip down from his nose.
That's what I'm talking about.
As he stumbles back into the statue, Striker, everybody around you turns to look towards, and then they almost like a high school fight. They almost gather around you guys as you hear, "Oi, stop that! Stop that noise!" As he is 6 guards begin to go to break up this fight.
Just as they're doing that, it's like, oh, you want to fight that way? And I'll immediately activate my flashbang.
Still have my goggles on, motherfucker.
I know.
Like the
That's
boat
what
on
I was
fire.
banking on. Just gotta remember what that needs. So,
Just light the boat on fire.
so DC
You think,
10
Striker?
plus. Okay, so we're.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, anybody,
Well, I'm
if you're rolling anything, needs to do a 13, or they'll be dazzled for a minute. Anybody within 30 feet.
Shit.
Fuck them all.
would
Do
I
your
be in
thing,
30
Striker.
feet? Yeah. At that
Everybody
moment, I
is blind, and you hear utter the 3 of you on the upper level. All you hear is pandemonium as people begin to scream and panic. As even from the stairs, you see a bright light flash.
Can I
As
look
Striker,
at Owen and just start running for those stairs?
I honestly don't even think you really need to roll any stealth checks unless other than carrying the blade itself.
Well,
okay.
actually, like,
I
go
don't.
ahead.
I need to go actually into the room or something, or is it
You
out
are in
on
the room.
display? Oh, I am in the room.
No, it's you are in the room. It's literally laid out onto the vendor table on a cloth.
Oh, okay. I immediately run up to it, go into human form, grab it, and immediately transform back.
As you pass without a trace, the setting sun disappears as you transform back into your cat form. As I assume this is where you're making your getaway, everyone.
Yep.
Yes.
As Tobin and Beckett, you guys are still on the upper level. You guys kind of found each other, and we're gonna make your way down the stairs until you see the flash and hear the panic. As guards kind of inquisitively kind of look towards, but don't do as they start moving towards the stairs. You see Orgolan, Calduin, and a little cat running up as they run up onto the level you're at, as a massive mob of panic follows them up behind, as people are panicking and they have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Full spread.
Like, you know,
Are you're saying anything to your members as the stairs and you sprint up? Or are you guys just gonna run up the stairs and hope they follow?
Yeah.
I follow. I know
Every
the
man
deal.
for himself. Calduin bolts it up the stairs, followed by Orgolan and the cat, and you guys are like, oh shit, begin to run. As you make it onto the top deck, and the guards aren't even bothers with you as they're trying to calm down the massive panic and try to figure out if anything was stolen. As you guys up on the top of the deck, the sword's stolen from down below as you guys sprint down the gangplank. And
I was gonna say, are we still in the
one
middle of the
issue.
Right,
I mean,
we're at
how
You
long
guys
has it
burst
actually
onto the top
been?
of the deck, and you guys are in the middle of the ocean.
Any lifeboats?
Cats can swim.
And I
Did
think
anybody
that is
actually
a
see
perfect
me?
place to leave it off as
Alright.
the five of you helplessly look into the vast dark abyss of the boundless seas.
Although, has anybody actually seen me?
They saw a cat running up with you guys.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw a cat in
They
a place
wouldn't see a
cats
sword
shouldn't be.
though.
Yeah, they
didn't
wouldn't see the sword, they would
no,
just
but
see
they
a
saw
cat.
the lack thereof of the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Inspiration point. I honestly believe all of you deserve an inspiration point because that was a great session. But me, I get the inspiration point. As we'll start off with V. Who's your inspiration point going to?
Shit.
Owen
Honestly,
and
That's
I
not a
got it
character.
last week, just so you know.
fuck you. Rule Striker.
I think we're saying fuck that rule. Just don't stack your shit.
Oh, okay.
Just like use it when you can.
Yeah, no, we'll go with Striker.
I was
Striker's
going to use mine today, but my rolls were actually pretty good.
Except for that punch.
Yeah, but I think it helped.
Mhm. Striker, what about you?
Mine is actually going to go to V.
The
roleplay.
old switcheroo. Tobin.
Um, that's a good question.
It is a good question.
I gotta think here. Let's see. Let me look at all these faces and think about their feats.
Everyone look cute so he can decide on the cute. It's obviously going.
I'm in a pitch black room. You won't see anything.
um, I'll probably go with Calduin just because we had to think for a week about what this was going on with this heist, and I know he had nothing, but he was still able to pull off at least the sword steal. So
And Orgolan.
I'm gonna give it to Beckett.
Hey.
And Calduin.
Yeah, mine's a toss between Beckett and Tobin because there's really two really good role-playing aspects today. And especially with
yeah.
Tobin's like conning the con man. I really enjoyed that.
And Beckett and Milo just calling each other shit dicks.
Milo and Beckett, low key getting shipped.
I gotta give this one to
Well, he's
Sorry,
too old
James.
for you.
Who? Milo?
Milo's too old for you.
Beckett's like in his 40s.
I know.
Age is just a number.
Stop.
Stop it.
Get some help.
We do not want to go down this road.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta give it to James and Beckett. James and B. But honestly, you all did fantastic this session. Your role playing is mint.
I didn't talk much.
Although it feels weird, but when you did talk, it was mint. Feels weird not having Nate here. He's always here. He's always been like the most consistent player, even more than me. So it feels weird not having him here, but we're hopefully because you work nights next week, don't you? V?
I do.
So join us next week. Maybe if we either A, take the week off, or B, come at you with Paradise episode 3.
Yes.
We will see what's up in our creative director's head later in the week, as he's tired from DMing now and doesn't want to think about next week yet.
No?
So fucking catch us next time where we find out how our party is going to get out of this watery predicament. Thank you very much for joining us.
We'll all drown.
And I'm still a dumbass.
Peace.
I'm a drunkard.
Peace.